We'll take a few minutes for pictures.
Okay, you are looking live from Prairie Grove Tiger Stadium. We've got up there now our seniors. It's senior night. We've got the seniors out on the field. They're taking pictures. I'm Lynn Gregson, and with me is Ryan Cook. Ryan, tonight it's really hard to believe that we are already at the final senior night, our 5th home game of the year. It just seems like it wasn't that long ago we were doing the black and gold game.
I know, and really the weather's about the same. We were talking about, first cool night there, and it was nice having a cooler black and gold game. This is probably one of the warmest senior nights I've ever been to.
Yeah, it is warm tonight, and it's Halloween weekend, if you will. I mean, there's a lot of Halloween parties and stuff, and usually about this time of year, there's a little more crispness in the air, and so a little bit warm tonight for last week in October. Well, Ryan, as we look into tonight's game, Prairie Grove, with a victory tonight, would clinch the conference championship and
share of the conference championship.
But would win the number 1 seed based off of who would be tied with them. So a victory tonight does clinch that, and it also clinches home field throughout the playoffs for Prairie Grove, no matter where. No matter what happens, they'd have home field throughout the playoffs.
Right, and that's a huge blessing. We experienced that last year, being able to, and last year we didn't have to have all the games at home. We ended up working out to where one of the higher seeds lost, and so we did get to have all of our games at home, and it was great. We don't have to travel. Guys get a little bit more rest. I feel like it's a little bit more fresh. It's hard to travel, especially when we're used to traveling at the most maybe an hour and a half, and you get to playoffs. You're traveling south part of the state, east part of the state. I've been to Gosnell in the playoffs. We've been to Bald Knob. I mean, we drive down and go watch them play, and Dumas, wherever, and it's a drive.
Yeah, and it's a good thing. I mean, because when you have that longer drive, it takes sometimes a half a day, and it takes you out of a rhythm. But we got to take care of business here tonight first. And as I look back at the history over the last 25 years of this game, Ryan, what's interesting is back in the early 90s, Berryville had won 6 straight, and then Prairie Grove came back and won 6 straight. It was really interesting during a period of time. Both teams kind of ran a streak. But since 2006 is the last time Berryville beat Prairie Grove, a 14-6 victory. And that's been, it's been 10 years since the Bobcats have had a victory.
Wow. I'm actually surprised there's those couple victories on there. I don't remember losing to I must have been asleep for those games. Those are some tight games there, 21-22 and 14-6 in favor of Berryville, but I don't even remember those.
Yeah, if you look really over the last 20 years, it's 18-2. I mean, and so Prairie Grove has had the upper hand in the series, but it only takes one game. We're gonna have a moment of silence, and the national anthem will be back after that. Ryan, as we talked about, Prairie Grove's kind of had the upper hand, and really over the last 6 or 7 years, this game usually has gone to the mercy rule, and you never want to say, well, it's just another, it's going to happen again. You can never assume those things. You never know. I remember one of the years, it may have been 2013, we got into a game. It was up in Berryville, and we were heavily favored, and we were down at one point, and they they really played a good game, and then we turned it on later, but. You never know how things will play out, but you want to come out tonight, and the thing is you're going to the playoffs. You got to start playing. You got to start playing like you're going to play there.
Well, that's the thing. You don't want to come out flat. You don't want to ruin any of your momentum or confidence that you have right now. So definitely want them to come out sharp. Play Prairie Grove football, and let's get everybody out of here tonight healthy and with a lot of experience, and have a good night.
Well, let's look around the 4A1 tonight. Of course, Prairie Grove and Berryville here, and a game that is really got some playoff implications in a way is Lincoln and Gentry. Now, both of them are outside looking into Huntsville right now.
Right.
But next week, Huntsville will close their season at Berryville, and how all those play out, that could be that fifth seed still. And another big game tonight, probably the best game will probably be the Shiloh-Gravett game, although I suspect that Shiloh will take that.
The one thing Gravett has going for them is Gravett's kind of a more physical team. And so they do stand a chance to be able to kind of control the ball a little bit at first. But if Shiloh's able to get a score or two and Gravett's got a pass, I think that game gets out of hand.
Yeah, and then P. Ridge and Huntsville, I suspect P. Ridge, which will set up next week's showdown for the second place, which really you may not want when it comes to playoff time, but it'll be P. Ridge and Shiloh, and then, like I mentioned, Gentry and Lincoln tonight. Well, Ryan, I have something else that's really interesting about tonight's game. We talked about clinching, but there's a few other things about tonight's game. One is if Prairie Grove can win tonight, we will match our longest win streak for the conference. We'll be at 16, and then next week we could surpass that and go 17. So that we had a string from late 2011 to 2014 where we had a conference win streak, and then we got it broken at Shiloh, and then tonight we'll have a chance to tie it, and next week break it. Another thing, I went back and looked. In 2001 to 2002, Prairie Grove had an unbeaten streak of regular season of 17 games. Now, I say unbeaten because back then you could have a tie, and they had a couple of ties. Tonight, if Prairie Grove can win this game tonight, they will surpass the longest regular season win streak. So some big things with this victory tonight. If we can have a victory, the longest regular season win streak, tying the conference streak, clinching the conference title, so a lot on the line tonight for the Tigers.
And you look at these seniors, they are the ones who have been involved in all those. We did have a really strong group of seniors last year, but these guys were there, supporting them the whole way through, getting their playing time at certain points, some of them starting and playing the whole way, and now they're the leaders of the team. So really neat to be able to hang your hat on that when you graduate. Our
captains tonight, Zeke Laird, Reed, or a different number tonight for Troy Sugg, and then Big Jack Stone also there. One more thing about tonight. 2011 to 2015, Prairie Grove won 50 games. That is the most that Prairie Grove has ever won over a 5-year period. With a tonight's win, the last 5 years, including 16, so it would go 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, will surpass it. This will be the 51st victory in the last 5 years. So there's a lot that this game means as far as the history books for Prairie Grove.
And that's cool. That says a lot about Coach Absher and his consistency and just the talent pool that we do have here, but the coaching staff. That's really awesome. Praise for them.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, I don't even know. I'm going to have to pull one of the coaches. I've pulled some of these stats out sometimes for the coaches, and they go, really? So they don't pay attention to that. But I think it's a great tribute to them. And you know what? Our coaching staff has been together a long, long time.
They have.
And then Coach Pinkley, while relatively new, was part of the system for many years. He's had relationships here for a long time. Coach Elder, Coach Laird, who got out of coaching for a little bit, back in,
but still in the system.
Still in the system. Yeah, and so this group of coaches have been together and known each other a long time. And we don't have a huge coaching staff.
No, we have probably one of the smallest ones in the 4A.
Really, there's 4 key primary coaches. I mean, and they run this thing. I look at other schools, and you'll see a lot of coaches from, from here to Farmington, and and we do it with a group. But I think that they've got this thing down, and they really have done a great job. And tonight could be a big night in a lot of ways.
I'm excited. Like I said before, come out healthy, come out strong. I'm excited to see these guys enjoy their senior night. It's a good group of seniors. That's not only have they had success, but we said this last year. We not only have a good group of talented seniors, but we have a good character group and a good academic group. And I can say the same thing again. We have a good character group. We have a lot of strong academic guys in there. I mean, it's why you raise your kids in Prairie Grove. I mean, you can ask my wife. When we met, that was one of my first lines is, well, if you ever want to be with me, we're going to move to Prairie Grove and raise kids. I know I shouldn't have said that on the first date. That's probably a little soon. But, we're going to go to Prairie Grove. That's where we're going to raise kids because it's such a great place to be. And here they come.
Here they come on senior night, bringing out the American flag. And you got to like that. And with all the controversy around today about various things, to still pay the appropriate tribute to our flag.
And I can guarantee there's some mommy and daddy's emotional tonight. Even though we know we're going to host at least one playoff game, it's senior night. These guys, I heard one of them say, I've been planning since 4th or 5th grade for this moment, for a state championship, and we're here, and it's surreal. Like, some kids want to get out of school. I'm enjoying the heck out of it, and so that's really cool to hear some of these guys just loving it. And it's football, man. It's one of the things, probably one of the few things people do miss about high school is football.
I'll tell you this, that's probably why I'm still announcing games. It gives me a chance just to taste a little bit. And getting ready to kick is number 70. That is Ariel Orlana. And here is the kick. It's a high kick. It's going to be fielded at about the 33. And
that's Burton, number 99. He's wearing 99 tonight.
So Dustin Burton, number 99, is going to get it out to the 39-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Tigers. And tonight is senior night. They're in the throwback jerseys. They tend to do that on senior night, Ryan, and they do it again this year.
I like it. That's similar to what we wore in our school last year. They wore the banana-colored ones. That's a little bit different, but I like these.
At least they had black numbers on there. You could read them. It's first and 10, double wing set for the Tigers. You got Johnson, and I believe that's McNatt on the far side, and now Johnson in motion. There goes Johnson around the corner. He's got 6, 7, 8 yards. And, Johnson, you and I got some stats this week from Miles, our stats and research department, and I was a little shocked to see that he's just about 50 yards behind where Blake Falk was at this time last year. I mean, I was surprised by that.
And the attempts were pretty similar there, too. The touchdowns were the only thing different, but that's because we have a bevy of guys that we kind of go to near the end zone.
And here is Zeke Laird, pass complete. That's McNatt. McNatt's at the 30. McNatt's inside the 20 down to the 18-yard line.
Sure nice. That's not Dylan Sainer? He's got that 17 on, kind of coming out of that tight end position look right there.
While we're talking about stats and passing, Zeke Laird with over 1,200 yards passing, he's, I think, the most passing yards at this point in the season by any Prairie Grove quarterback. Really amazing.
And that's one of the things we all worried about at the beginning of the year, not knowing if he could pass just because we hadn't seen it yet. And look at him.
Double wing set again, and now it looks like Berryville may have jumped. And that's going to get
a little bit more of a hurry-up offense type here. It's not quite the hurry-up, but for us it's a hurry-up. It's a non-huddle offense, and we're getting up to the line quick, and so Berryville a little confused by that. We have not shown that this year.
Just another wrinkle for someone looking at us later.
That's right, building that playoff game tape.
And now here is Laird. He's going to the corner of the end zone, and it's give him 6. It's Clay Fiddler. Give him 6.
Senior night, Clay. Get you one.
A nice pass. We just talked about the passing yards and passing TDs. There's another one from Zeke Laird. Reception made by Mr. Clay Fiddler.
PG Telco sponsoring our senior night captain right there as he scores a touchdown.
And coming onto the field is John David Elder. He's going to hold for Zeke Laird, who's going to kick the extra point tonight. Normally it is Fiddler, but it looks like Laird's going to kick it. And Laird's going to back up, and he's going to pretty much straight toe this thing, Ryan. Kick down, kick is in the air. It is good with 11:03, just 57 seconds into the game. Prairie Grove scores. Another touchdown sponsored by PG Telco. It's 7-0 Prairie Grove.
Welcome to Prairie Grove Christian Church, where we're all about loving God, loving others, and serving others. We offer services on Sunday morning at both 9 and 10:30 a.m., as well as Sunday school for all ages. On Wednesday nights, we offer programming for our children, as well as our junior high youth, and on Sunday night, offer programming for the senior high student. In addition, we host adult small groups in both men's and women's encounter. Here in the community, we give back through the Great Serve, as well as supporting Life Ministries and the Backpack Program. In the fall, we host upward basketball and cheerleading for kindergarten through 2nd grade. This year, we'll have teams of people traveling to both Haiti and Cambodia. So if you're looking for a church home, please come see us at Prairie Grove Christian Church.
You're listening to a broadcast of the Prairie Grove Tigers at pgtigersonline.com.
Getting ready to kick is Clay Fiddler.
Back deep for Berryville. They have two deep returners at the moment, which Prairie Grove not a team that usually kicks that far back. We like the high fly balls to about the 30-yard line to the up guys. Ryan, do you want me to pull you up front?
There's the kick. Going to be fielded there. That is Charles Archer, and Archer's going to go down. I believe that is Burton. Is that one of them, Burton?
Burton and Sugg and number 82.
And 82 tonight is Clayton Spinks.
And this is where, Prairie Grove has the top defense in the 1-4A this year as far as points allowed, yards allowed, everything. And so, this is a chance for us to keep that defensive pride tonight. Last week we were doing really well. We get in some of the second-string guys, and we do. We give up a long touchdown to Falconberry, who's a really good quarterback.
But 13 points a game, still not shabby, especially when you're scoring 43.5 a game. So now, Tigers on defense, and there is a give and hit. That was Reed Orr, I think, that hit first. I didn't get the back's number, Ryan. Did you get the running back's number?
But I love the fact that 9 of the 11 Tigers that are on the field right now were in on that tackle eventually. It looked like number 22 was on the carry for Berryville.
I think it was 21.
21.
Yeah, it was 21. Robert Allen on the carry. He may have gotten a yard. Several of the Tigers in. Reed Orr, the first one in on that.
And that's what you want to see here is just everybody being sharp, flying to the ball. Let's look like a playoff team.
And that's what you want to stay in rhythm. You want to be running the things you do, and you want to do it right. And now here is a miss. Wow. Anthony Johnson's there.
Dawson West and Saul Walker, all three converge on the quarterback right there. He's kind of waiting for that running back to do that read option look where the running back comes across. The running back just kind of stood and waited.
Yeah, you see those quarterbacks do that, and they're just extended. They got their head up. They're looking to read. They've got a person they are reading, and what happens is on there was nobody. No one ever came. So now it's 3rd and long for the Bobcats, and they are going to roll. He's rolling to his right, throws. Disney looking to get the pick, didn't get there. Ball didn't make it to him.
You'll recognize that play. Berryville will run a lot of our wing T type offense at times. That was our waggle look from our base set. And quarterback does in film study. Quarterback struggles with accuracy. He's got a decent arm, but he struggles with accuracy, especially rolling out.
Well, Disney's going to be standing right about the 50. Well, he's going to be standing at his own 47-yard line. And Ryan, can you pick up that number there on the punter?
Looks like number 70. That's what I'm going to go with anyways. That's Ariel or Alana, like you said before, for the kickoff.
And Disney's going to take it at the 40. Disney's at the 50. He's got some room at the 40. He's got some room. Can he go? Give him 6. Disney returns another punt for a touchdown.
Wow.
A 60-yard punt return. Let's watch that one again. Here's the punt. He lets it drop, and now he picks it up. He's at the 45, 50, and then he just streaks down the side. One guy had a shot at him and missed the tackle. Disney goes in with 9:24, another touchdown sponsored by PG Telco. And Prairie Grove now leading 13-0 Waiting the try from Zeke Laird. John David Elder to hold.
That's just awesome.
That's touchdown number 4. He's had 14 touchdowns this year for Isaac.
Well, and 3 or 4 of those, 5 maybe, are all defensive or non-offensive touchdowns.
I like what I see tonight from Zeke Laird on the extra point. It goes right through. And with 9:24 the score, Prairie Grove 14, Berryville 0.
And I like the fact one of the first guys to greet him is Clay.
We're going to go to commercial. Tigers up.
Let's face it, the internet has become part of our day-to-day life. You find your news there, you pay your bills there, you do some shopping there, and on the internet with PG Telco, you got a lot of things on your side. First of all, Zing Broadband, moving at the speed of life. And then there's the 110 years of experience you get with PG Telco and a 24-hour repair service guarantee that you may not find elsewhere. So be it your home or your business, PG Telco has you up to speed with Zing Broadband. Connect fast with us. Call 479-846-7200. 479-846-7200. PG Telco, moving at the speed of life.
Oh, we're back with you as Clay tees up the ball there.
$9:24 to go. Tigers getting ready to kick again. You got the crew page? You got the crew page? Clay Fiddler to kick. Allen, I believe, is one of the deep guys. Oh, it's a high kick. They're going to call a fair catch right there. That's number 4, Justin Bredson. Oh, I'm sorry. That was Andrew Scroggins. It was 14 and not 4. So Scroggins.
What's a 1?
Want to recognize our production crew tonight. Alex Nacho Henry, man in the computer. Mr. Pete Lowe up there on the camera along with Dallin Howerton and Sean Oakes. Talia Stevens holding down the clock tonight. And there, wow, another sack. And that's Anthony Johnson this time. Let's see where they're going to give him forward progress. They're going to sack him right at the 20-yard line.
You know, and Anthony there, you know, he's one of our safety positions, but he's all the way up at an outside linebacker, and he's blitzing there, and the play just goes right to him. Quarterback tries to roll out almost naked, and he has nowhere to go.
Well, I also want to recognize Miles Eubanks, who's our technical guy here at Prairie Grove High School, and Heath Whitley. Now, what I want to give Heath a shout out, he provides a certain candy that we're waiting for to sponsor us, and he did a good job tonight. So as soon as that company, and there's a good play there.
There's the sweep, but Burton right there from the backside linebacker position. He's going to go underneath the block and tackle the guy for, I don't even think there's a gain there. Right at the line of scrimmage.
They got 2.
Did he get 2?
Yeah. And they're going to, that somebody you were talking about was Jake Summers on the carry. Now it's 3rd down and 23, and Berryville has been behind the chains all night so far. Twins to both sides for Berryville. There is Britt. He's going to roll to his right. He throws. It's complete. Gets close.
It's number 22, Jake Summers, on the reception there. And that good job right there, running a couple guys off, have him about 10 yards. That's a great first down play if it's first, you know, say first down. To get a first down on a 3rd and 10 situation, but on 3rd and 23, you're just getting back to the ground.
John David Elder did a good job keeping in front of him.
He did.
Now let's see, is that Disney again, or is they going to have Fiddler back there? Looks like
Fiddler. A lot of times when they do that, they'll put Disney out on the outside right there to block the kick.
He's over there.
And it looks like Berryville's going to take a timeout.
Let's take the timeout with them with 7:35 in the first quarter. Prairie Grove up 14-0.
Everett Chevrolet, proud sponsors of Prairie Grove High School athletics, and also proud of their huge inventory, both new or used. You'll find what you're looking for at Everett Chevrolet. Are you looking for the most dependable, longest-lasting full-size truck on the road? You're looking for the Chevy Silverado, and they've got them. How about the Chevy Camaro? How about the Chevy Corvette? It's all waiting for you at Everett Chevrolet. Family-owned and customer-friendly. Everett Chevrolet, I-49 at Elm Springs Road. Everett Chevrolet says, go Tigers!
Okay, we're back from the timeout. Berryville takes it. Like we mentioned, big win tonight for Prairie Grove would be Give them their 51st victory in 5 years. That would be the most of any Prairie Grove team over a 5-year period.
That is just so cool. I mean, that's got to make you proud as a fan, as a parent, as a player. If you played any of those 5 years, you know, you got a part of that. If you played here in the past, you know you built up to that. So
it's a high snap. They're going after the kick. It may have been partially blocked. I don't know, but he gets it away. It's going to go out at the 47. So Prairie Grove's going to start with excellent field position at the 47. And the Tigers.
You want to do a small wager here to see how many plays? I'm gonna go 3 plays to score. What do you got, Lynn?
I'm gonna take the over on the 3 plays. So.
You're not even gonna give a number. You're just gonna go over. I see how you are. You're a Vegas guy. I can tell.
Kyle Sam. I believe that's wearing number 47. There is Reed Orr. Reed Orr. There's a flag, and it's Reed Orr's going to get a first down. But with that flag,
that's probably going to be a hole around that area.
But you know what? It depends on the spot.
It is going to be a holding penalty there.
Where did he call it? He's going to mark it from the 49. So. It'll make it first down and 17 for Prairie Grove. Well, make it 18 because it's at the 39. They got to get to the 43. So first and 18 for Prairie Grove. 7-17. Does that count as a play on the over? Or
I'm going to say no. He didn't get to keep his stats from that run. I don't have to count that as a play.
There it is, and Kyle Sam's met. That's number 59, and a good tackle that time. That is Austin Woods.
It was almost like we ran the wrong play on the line, and the backfield ran something different there.
Austin, go ahead.
He just had free reign on that guy.
And Austin Woods, pretty big young man. He's 5'10", 240, and he's every bit of it. Coming in.
That may have been in the summer. He might have been a little lighter then.
Stone Bryant bringing the play in from the sideline. It's second down and 17. No gain on the play for Kyle. And there is Reed Orr. Reed Orr on the sweep. Reed Orr's got midfield stripe. He's brought down by a couple of the Bobcats. So the Tigers going to have third down and somewhat manageable, about 7 yards.
We're liking that play right now, something in that look. We've gone back to that again, even after the penalty there. Let us redeem ourselves a little bit. Get us in a third and manageable here at 3rd and 7. Well, we'd have to score on this play for me to win here.
I won't underestimate it. There is the give, and Reed Orr has got the first down. Just a dive play there, and Prairie Grove gets it inside the 43, close to the 42, and with 5:55, the Tigers are back in Bobcat territory.
I'm glad we didn't decide a punishment before we made that bet. You really messed up there. You could have got some push-ups or, you know, a couple sit-ups, maybe some jumping jacks. I don't know, something. There's not a lot of money here, so. Disney runs the play in. So maybe I should have called 4. I didn't know Disney would be the 4th. He probably would have been the 3rd receiver if we wouldn't have had the penalty.
First and 10 for Prairie Grove, ball at the 43. There is a give. Kyle Sam, it's a little tough running in there.
It is, and Reed probably, Zeke on the read that time probably should have kept and ran to the outside. He scored actually on that play. If you remember in Shiloh, we ran to the inside a couple times, and we're like, man, we're not getting any yards up the middle. And the next thing you know, Zeke keeps one and takes it to the house about 60 yards, triples his career rushing yards, and he's had a couple of those since then on that same play. So right there, maybe a bad read by Zeke. He probably keeps that one and gains a first down.
Still a pickup of 3, second down and 7 for Prairie Grove, ball at the 39-yard line. And this time he does keep, and now he's going to turn it upfield. Zeke spins. He's got a first down. He's inside the 30, down close to the 27-yard line is Laird, met by several of the Bobcats.
He don't know how to slide, does he?
No, he was brought down by number 40, Christian Lemus.
He's kind of got that Favre type deal where he's too competitive to slide, but we don't need. That's the last thing we want to see is him get dinged at all. So let's stay healthy. I do like that he kept it though. He read my mind.
And who takes the timeout this time, or is there a player down? No, it looks like Berryville may have taken a timeout again. Somebody took a timeout. So Berryville takes their second timeout. Let's go ahead and take it with them, Nacho. With 4:49 to go in the first quarter, the Grove up 14-0.
Everett Chevrolet, proud sponsor of Prairie Grove Athletics, is also home to the most dependable, longest-lasting full-size truck on the road, the Chevy Silverado. And at Everett, they don't just have one or two. They have over 100 on the lot, every option, every color, so go pick yours out today. And at Everett Chevrolet, they're backed by a super service and parts department, champions in their own right. Everett Chevrolet, family-owned, customer-friendly, I-49 at Elm Springs Road. Everett Chevrolet says, go Tigers!
Okay, we're back with you. First down and 10 for Prairie Grove. Ball just inside the Berryville 28. 4:49 to go here in the first quarter. Kyle Sam at fullback. And it looks like Dustin Burton and Reed Orr. Reed Orr goes in motion, and it is the wingback reverse to Burton. Burton's inside the 20. He's down close to the 16. He's still on his feet. Burton inside the 10.
I think Hawkins knocked him another 5 yards right there. Hawkins moves the pile. He comes in, our right tackle, 74. He comes in and hits him as he's got two guys on him, and then he's able to pick up another couple.
Well, it really, he was right at the first down marker. It was going to be a 10-yard pickup, and he ended up getting to the 10, so that was a 17-yard pickup. First down and 10 for first and goal for Prairie Grove at the 10-yard line. So same set with Burton and Reed Orr and Kyle Sam at the fullback position, Laird under center. Now, this time it's wingback verse to that was to Reed Orr, and meeting him first was Justin Breedson. I guess it's pronounced Breedson. And Breedson goes down, or he takes Reed Orr down by probably a 2-yard loss there. It's going to be second goal from the 12.
That'll give us a couple more yards to operate for our passing game. I'm the optimist here.
We're in our base set this time. McNatt's the wing back. And there is Laird rolling to his right. He's got some time. Throws. There's Big Coop. Give him 6. DeMarcus Cooper. Another touchdown sponsored by PG Telco. Let's watch this. There's Laird. He throws it. Laird saw him. I think Laird knew who was going to be open.
Right.
Look how confident he is. Can you run that one more time, Nacho? Look at this. Look how he's looking for him already. There he is. And there's DeMarcus Cooper going in for 6, and the Tigers up 20-0. Another touchdown sponsored by PG Telco with 3:51. The Tigers trying to stretch it to 21-0. Here is the extra point. John David Elder to hold. I believe DeMarcus snaps, and that goes right through. And with 3:51, the score: Prairie Grove 21, Berryville 0. We'll be back after these messages.
David's Roofing and Fencing Incorporated is a locally owned company based in Farmington and has been serving Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley for 19 years. Call David's Roofing and Fencing Incorporated today for a free roof or fence estimate at 479-846-2113. Again, that's 479-846-2113. David's Roofing and Fencing Incorporated is licensed, bonded, and insured. They have an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau, and they proudly support all area sports teams.
Got some good music going on the over the PA tonight.
You feel at one with that music, huh?
Well, yeah, after Halloween today, I'm kind of in the rock and roll mode.
I wish the broadcast team had a picture of that to put up on the screen. Y'all would be scared, but Lynn is a KISS member unofficially today.
3:51 to go here in the first quarter. Tigers up 21-0.
Should have just wore that to the game tonight. That would have been great.
I wouldn't have the burns on my face if I had. Here we go. Here's the kick. And it's going to roll around, and Berryville wise. Oh, I said they were going to fall. I think Prairie Grove may have gotten it. Nope. They had it there. Berryville does get it, but they're going to recover it. For those on the radio, we come to you on 97.7 and 1290 AM. What happened there? They just had kind of a squib kick, and Berryville looked like they were going to field it, and the young man missed it and went inside the 24, and there was some Prairie Grove players around it, but one of the Berryville guys come up with it. It's 1st and 10 for Berryville. Ball at their own 24. And Berryville with the ball for the 3rd time tonight, trying to get something going here.
And here's that look again where we got an outside linebacker and a safety right up against each other on the right side of the line.
And knocked down. That was DeMarcus Cooper. So DeMarcus scores, and he comes back on defense and knocks it down, Ryan.
Scores, snaps the extra point, and then comes back. And
Yeah, there you go.
Defense.
Yeah.
So a lot of really talented guys that we have here, very multifaceted, but seen a lot of different stuff on the defense. So that's again, we're just building tape for the guys that are going to have to come here in the future.
3:45, 2nd down and 10. Luke Britt, the quarterback, he keeps his time, and Britt's going to get close to the 30. He's going to be brought down at 29. Several Tigers in there. I see Burton. I see Johnson. I see
Collins,
Bryant. So several of the Tigers in there that time. You said Colin Bryant, Stone Bryant.
Stone Bryant.
3rd down and 5 for Berryville. That was one of their best positive plays so far tonight. Now Britt from the shotgun in motion. And now Britt, quick drop. He's in trouble. He throws. It's, in and out of the hands.
Great pass right there by Berryville's quarterback.
And actually not a bad route by Brian McIntosh, who was the intended receiver. He just dropped that pass. It hit him. Catchable ball that time.
Definitely. You got to help him out. I mean, you're struggling to move your offense. You've had one positive play on Britt's legs, and then he goes to throw a pass, and really need that to be sure hands.
Well, getting ready to receive again is Disney. He's already got one return tonight for a touchdown. His 14th of the season, and I have to check our stats to see how many of them have come from a return. This one's kicked away from him, and
There's
it's going
a flag.
And here's Disney, picks it up. Disney's at the 50, 40, and now here he goes. Disney's got some room at the 40, and he's going to get – he was trying to do it again. Robert Allen on the tackle. If he breaks away the tackle from Allen, he would have scored again. But there was a flag early that time.
Yeah, I think the flag was thrown before he kicked off.
It could. They may have to kick it again, or it could be against Prairie Grove. Let's see what they're going to call it.
There's like an illegal amount, like formation or something, or maybe the clock was out, or too many men on the field. I mean, something was up there. He threw that play.
It was illegal. I'm seeing illegal participation look to me. Yep, that's what it was. Legal participation on Black. It's against Prairie Grove, so that's going to give, I believe that'll give Berryville first down. Well, it may not. If it's a 5-yard penalty, I don't know. What is that a 5? That's going to be a first down. He's motioning for it. So the first down of the game for Berryville
via penalty.
Comes via penalty, as you said. Shiloh already up on Gravett in the first quarter, 16-0. So Shiloh trying to get ready for their showdown next week with Pea Ridge. That's a 10-yard step off or 15-yard step off. Yeah, because that went from the 30 or the 29 to the 44. So first down and 10 for Berryville at their own 44. 2:44 to go here in the first quarter.
Here's their wing tee look. They're going to tell formation there.
And Bredesen goes in motion, and it's going to be a false start or legal procedure call against Berryville.
And it's a little bit different of a look. A lot of times they won't put all their they'll get elbows on knees, and then quarterback will get under center and give a little bit of a cadence. They'll go hand down, try to draw you off sides. Then they'll usually do a little bit of motion from their wing back, either a zip or a tail, and they'll run their power sweep or a blast or even their read out of that formation. So here you see the quarterback will give the cadence. They'll go hands down. This is going to be their sweep.
That's a nice play there, and now tackle is going to be Reed or
Stone
Bryant
Bryant
coming out and Fiddler. On the carry was Jake Summers, and Summers picks up a couple.
Hey, any yards are good yards here.
actually gets a yard there. Be second down and 14 for Berryville. I thought he got a little more than that. Must have handed the ball pretty deep in the backfield. Breedison in motion. The pass is
picked off.
Picked off. That's Stone Bryant, I believe.
It is. He read that waggle. We run that play, so it's hard to run it against us. That's what DeMarcus just scored on a minute ago, and he reads that and jumps in front of the pass. Good job by Bryant there.
Let's look at it again. You're right. Look at him. He just comes right there. He's waiting on it. He picks it off. You know, Breedison makes the tackle. You know, if Breedison's not there, he's got some room to get a few more yards, but now Prairie Grove in business at the 36-yard line of Berryville. 2:01 to go here in the first quarter.
All right. You want an over-under this time?
Might take your under on that number you did last time. No, you know, Prairie Grove's probably going to imagine keep it on the ground this time. In motion comes Weston Smith, and it's a quick pitch to Anthony Johnson. Johnson inside the 35. Johnson cuts. He's trying to make a move. He does. Johnson's still on his feet. He's close to the first. That is the longest 10-yard run I've ever seen.
That's got some Disney-esque moves there, or some Joe Adams against Tennessee. I mean, run 30 to get 10.
Well, he got 10 yards and a first down for Anthony Johnson. Johnson comes into the game tonight with
we're going to go shotgun set here with Reed in the backfield. 4 guys split out.
There's Reed Orr up the middle. Give him 6. Reed Orr. Here's the under. 1:22 to go, and the Tigers up 27-0. Reed Orr goes 26 yards and another touchdown sponsored by PG Telco.
PG Telco just begging for subscriptions after this football. The last 2, really, I mean, if you take the 5 years of success, we've scored pretty much, but the last 2, we've kind of been off the charts here. So,
well, I think they started the program last year, and when they started it last year, we racked up the points, and doing it again this year as Laird comes in for the extra point. It's 27-0, trying to make it 28. And it's on its way, and it looks like it is good. And with 1:22 to go, Prairie Grove Tigers 28, Berryville Bobcats 0. We'll be back after this.
Who decided you can't have good rates and good coverage? If you're questioning your insurance options, get real answers from a real person. With a Farm Bureau Insurance Get Real review. It's simple, quick, and tailored just for you. Get real auto, home, and life insurance. Get Farm Bureau Insurance.
In Washington County, call Trey Autry at 479-442-4266.
Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company of Arkansas Incorporated. Southern Farm Bureau Casualty Insurance Company. Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Jackson, Mississippi.
Fiddler gets ready to kick. Ryan, Prairie Grove, you know, you want them, no matter who they're playing, to look sharp, and tonight they do.
They definitely look sharp tonight, and that's exactly what you want. You want us to come out and look good and execute, you know, build the tape so people got to watch and look. But we've done that. We've come out, we've scored consistently. We've never been in Berryville territory as far as just to kick off. That's about it. Defensively looking sharp too. Besides that one penalty, I mean, they wouldn't even have a first down.
Well, when we take the first quarter break, I'm going to see if I can get some stats from Miles. And that kick, is it going to stay in bounds? It's going to go out of bounds, so that's a break for Berryville. They'll get the ball at the 35.
Kickoff goes out of bounds. Berryville will set up shop on the 35-yard line.
1:22 to go here in the first quarter. The Tigers off to a great start tonight.
You know, I would love to see some defensive comparisons between this team and that, wasn't it the 2012 defense that averaged like 8 points a game surrendered? Not 2012,
2012
yeah.
only surrendered 3 points a game.
3 points a game. Wow.
Yeah, they had, I want to say they had either 5 or 6 shutouts, and another game was, I think they only got 2 points scored on them, so, which wasn't on the defense. So there's the give, and bam, they go down.
I think that's Reed Orr with first contact there.
Christian Lemus, the ball carry, he picked up a couple yards that time, Ryan. It's going to be 2nd down and 8.
What did he say there? Grab it 0.
Yeah, Shiloh 16. We get a score from P Ridge, or I guess P Ridge and Huntsville will be another game of interest. We have a 0-0 still, but don't know if we've gotten the latest update. And there is a give up the middle. Wow, nice job. Lemus fumbles the ball, and Prairie Grove's going to get it. Well, no, he got it back. Nope, Prairie Grove got it.
John David did a good job right there. He kind of took a hit a little bit. Tried to be the hammer. Lemus got him by quite a few pounds. And so he's going back, but as he's going back, he punches out the ball. So great job right there by John David.
Here he goes. He goes by him, and there he's got some room. And then John David. Zeke knocked it away, and it looked like Dustin Burton picks it up at the 48. So the Tigers in business at their own 48-yard line. So the Tigers not only have scored, but they've had excellent field position.
Well, this is our worst field position, is it not?
Well, what's really tough for – well, I think we got a little farther back on the kickoff. There's Zeke. He's looking. Oh. Intended for Dustin Burton. And Robbie Brosas on the defense there. 2nd down and 10.
That was the same play Nat had a big catch on earlier.
P Ridge leading Huntsville 8-0. Over in Huntsville tonight. So 28-0 here, 32 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Prairie Grove has twins to both sides. And Zeke's going to drop straight back, quick drop, and complete. That's Clay Fiddler. Fiddler going to be just short of the first down. A little shorter than I thought. It's going to be at the 45. It'll bring up 3rd down and 3. That may be the last play of the first quarter.
And it is.
That's going to do it. So after 1 quarter of play, well, we're down. They might get us. They might get it off here. We might get one more play. Zeke,
really?
Well, down to 4 seconds. Is Zeke going to snap it? No, that's going to do it.
Oh, after he went ahead and snapped it right into him. Ouch. Hey, Dawson, quit that.
After 1 quarter play, Prairie Grove leads Berryville 28-0.
You're listening to a broadcast of the Prairie Grove Tigers at pgtigersonline.com.
Score Memphis Spears 8, Huntsville nothing. Be sure to come out tomorrow for the shop in the top basketball tournament from 5 a.m. to 4 p.m. Lunch will be served by Raising Cane's, Jump Road Pizza, and Homemade Chili. Boxing. For 12-1. Check it out at the sports shop.
Ryan, 3rd down and 3, ball at the Berryville 45. Stats were taking a little time to load there, so we'll catch them up at halftime. But Prairie Grove's been dominant so far tonight.
And that's what you want. We'll split out Cooper and McNatt to this side. Zeke will be in the shotgun with Kyle Samus as personal protector.
Zeke drops straight back from the shotgun. He's
Looks
in
like
trouble. It's a screen pass. It's complete. Oh, incomplete to Kyle Samp.
That's a forward pass. That doesn't even make sense. Yeah. They let him play a little bit for a minute, but that's a forward pass.
Yeah, it's going to be 4th down and 3.
Oh, okay, maybe the other guy was thinking he fumbled. I didn't understand.
Now there's a flag down now. And he definitely never really had control. Let's look at the replay. You got it, Alex?
Of course he does.
Don't say of course. Okay, here. Let's see here. What was the flag? It's 4th down and 3. I'm not sure what the flag was.
I can hear the Berry from here.
Are you back to live action?
Yelling. Hey, ref.
See, he didn't
blow
have
the
it.
whistle.
You said of course. I'm giving him a hard time. 4th and 3 for Prairie Grove. There is Johnson. He's in trouble, and he's going to be short. So good defense that time by Berryville. Going to come up a little short by the yard. There's the replay again. Let's see. While we wait for change. Do what? Okay, the live action's in the corner. There's Zeke. So let's see. He catches it. No, he never had it. He bobbled it from the beginning. So, Ryan, yeah, he never, ever had it at all. He bobbled it from the very beginning. So it's first, but nonetheless, they stop Prairie Grove. It's 1st and 10 for Berryville. Their best starting field position at the 43 yard, at their own 43.
Definitely, in that case, their best chance right here. And they're missing a player. He'll run. That's a right guard or right tackle, not in the game. Come on, guys. That's their sweep look, number 22.
Actually did a pretty good job getting some yards. I saw Burton in on the tackle. Summers on the carry.
Zeke Laird and Dustin Burton right there is on the stop. Zeke on the other side of it, not able to see him from our position.
3-yard pickup for Berryville. It's going to be 2nd down and 7 at their 46.
Wonder if they're ever going to throw over here on this side to Disney.
Only if they want us to score. It's 2nd down and 7, and there is the give up the middle, and no game. You got to get a yard that time.
Yeah, he got a little bit. Revis has his island and Disneyland, of course. We know we know that line, but that's always he's taking it to Disneyland. What is it called when you don't go to his side? I mean, we need a catchphrase here. He's probably one of the shutdown, if not the top shutdown corner in the 1-4A.
Well, that was Lemus. He picked up a yard. It's going to be 3rd down and 6. Burton again on a tackle, and Prairie Grove hopes to get him out here. And there is a sweep fumble again, and Prairie Grove's got it again. They tried a little bit of a reverse, and who comes up with it? And I think Saul Walker comes out of the pile with it, and Prairie Grove's going to have it 1st and 10.
That just took a little too long to develop because we get to the backfield so fast. Marcus Cooper's going to be down here.
Is that Coop?
That is.
So coming into the game will be Ethan Gunther, a sophomore, replacing the junior DeMarcus Cooper. Gosh, it's hard to believe DeMarcus is only a junior.
I know. He played quite a bit last year, too.
While DeMarcus is down, let's go to commercial break. 10:30 to go here in the first quarter. Prairie Grove up 28-0.
Welcome to Prairie Grove Christian Church, where we're all about loving God, loving others, and serving others. We offer services on Sunday morning at both 9 and 10:30 a.m., as well as Sunday school for all ages. On Wednesday nights, we offer programming for our children, as well as our junior high youth, and on Sunday night, offer programming for the senior high student. In addition, we host adult small groups in both men's and women's encounter. Here in the community, we give back through the Great Serve, as well as supporting Life Ministries and the Backpack Program. In the fall, we host upward basketball and cheerleading for kindergarten through 2nd grade. This year, we'll have teams of people traveling to both Haiti and Cambodia. So if you're looking for a church home, please come see us at Prairie Grove Christian.
Okay, we're back with you. Prairie Grove, after recovering the fumble, Saul Walker recovers the fumble, and it's 1st and 10 for Prairie Grove at the 42. Some scores again. Shiloh leading Gravett 16-0. Pea Ridge over Huntsville 8-0. Nashville over Malvern tonight 13-0. No score between Lincoln and Gentry. Boonville leading our friends down in West Fork 21-0. And it's 28-0 here in the first half, 10-13 to go. There is a give. That's Reed Orr. He's already got a touchdown tonight. He breaks another tackle. Look at Reed on his feet. Down to the 30-yard line. That's a 13-yard pick or 12-yard pickup.
That's
First and 10.
Bronco Bull type run. That's your line right there. We don't always use it as much this year, but he is such a tough runner.
Last year he got a few more touches last year than he has had this year and had a few more yards. But he's very effective when he hit, and that was it right there. You saw him. He finds his hole, and he runs so hard as he does there and picks up the first down at the 30-yard line of Berryville.
Well, we didn't really have we kind of rode Blake a lot and him as a 1-2 punch.
There's the wingback verse. That's Weston Smith. Look at Weston. Go, Weston. Weston inside the 20 down to the 17. Glad to see Weston. The last time Weston carried was in the P Ridge game, I believe.
Had the fumble.
And he had the fumble, and I don't know if he carried last week. You would know that better than I, as I was
I don't think
away
he did.
from the action last week. It's only my second one I've missed since doing this.
Really? I miss one a year, and I've only been doing it 2 years.
No, I watched some of the game last week, and you guys were doing a great job. First and 10 for Prairie Grove at the 16. Laird, he's going to turns up. He's still keeping that pitch relationship. Give him 6. Sinclair goes in for 16 yards, and it's 34-0. And you know what? Ryan, watch the pitch relationship. He keeps it. He has that option to do it, and he just stays with that, and then he sees it. He's close enough to the end zone. Nice job that time by Ethan Gunther not to pick up a block in the back. And so the Tigers up 34-0. And Lincoln trails Gentry 20-14 in the second quarter. And now Laird trying to hit that magical 35, and the kick is on the way. It is good. And with 9:09 to go here in the first half, Prairie Grove 35, the Bobcats of Berryville 0.
Let's face it, the internet has become part of our day-to-day life. You find your news there, you pay your bills there, you do some shopping there, and on the internet with PG Telco, you got a lot of things on your side. First of all, Zing Broadband, moving at the speed of life. And then there's the 110 years of experience you get with PG Telco and a 24-hour repair service guarantee that you may not find elsewhere. So be it your home or your business, PG Telco has you up to speed with Zing Broadband. Connect fast with us. Call 479-846-7200, 479-846.
That was another touchdown sponsored by PG Telco. And Ryan, the Tigers tonight have looked the part of a conference champion.
They really have, and really the whole season. They've come in every game. We've had some times where maybe started a little flat, but nothing serious, nothing sustained. We're able to get our groove back, get momentum going, and able to build a lead and sustain it in every game this year. So looking good again, and that's what you want to see. You don't want to see us ever kind of slack off or get complacent, and I don't see that. And with that first round bye too, that makes it another reason why I want to be sharp. But at the same time, might be good to have the coaches have something to chew on them about too, make practice a little bit more focused.
I think it was this week. Here's Fiddler with the kick, and again kind of squibs, and it's fielded. And a nice return, tackle made by number 65, Cameron Cox. Ethan Gregory. He's a pretty big kid. Ethan is 6'3", 205.
They're going to have good field position once again, see if they're able to do anything.
They have yet to cross. Well, they did cross into our field for just a moment, but they fumbled. And really haven't taken a snap in Prairie Grove territory yet with 9:06 to go in the first half. But they're close. They're 3.5 yards away from it with the ball at their own 46.5.
We'll spot you 10, 27 yards. We'll give you 26 yards instead of kicking it in the end zone, which we don't.
And now 1st and 10. They're in a wing formation and a nice move. And he's going to be close to midfield, the ball carrier, Ethan Carey. And they're going to spot him. Let's see. They're going to spot him at midfield. Several of the Tigers in on that tackle. Number 40, Weston Smith, was one of them. And it's second down, and let's call it second and a long 6 for the Bobcats with the ball at midfield. And And now here is a give up the middle, and nice, tough run that time by Lemus. I see Laird in that pile. Also Kyle Sam in there helping out, but it's going to bring up third down. They're going to take their first snap tonight in Prairie Grove territory at the Prairie Grove 46. Third down and probably about 2.5 to go here, Ryan.
I like to see that we're changing in defensive line quite a bit, keeping guys fresh. Hopefully later in the evening, get some of the young guys in here, get some experience.
Disney on a tight man-to-man out here. And now Berryville, I said they were going to take a snap in our territory, and they're going to back it up 5. So they're actually, they got the ball to the 46, but did not get the snap it there. That's, it's a big penalty for them. They're trying to get something going. They're in Prairie Grove territory for the first time, and hate to see that on their part because they had a chance to pick up a first down and still do, but now instead of 3rd and 2, starting a long 7. 7:40 to go here in the first half. Here is a drop, rolls, he throws across the middle, and he's going to be close. Well, it depends on the spot.
He threw that for a pick last time, but
he's going to be short. He's going to be short. Well, he's going to move it. He's still short. He's still short. It's going to be 4th down and about a half a yard. Ball at the 44.
They're going to go for it here.
And they should. I mean, with 7.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter and their deepest penetration, they might as well go ahead and take a shot. I'd load the box here if I'm the Tigers. They do. And here is a they had a penalty again. They had the first down, but now they're going to back it up. It's going to be 4th down and 5.5 now. And you know what? That
again,
was
killing
actually
yourselves.
You know what? Actually, the fullback jumped, but then he got back down in a stance. If they had waited another half a second, he would have been okay. Because as a back, you can move
right
as long as you get back into. If you're doing a motion, which you could call that, and he got in his stance, but they snapped it too quick. He was not set.
Right, and that's just killer, like you said. 4th and inches, finally in Prairie Grove territory, and another penalty to set you back.
4th down and 5.5, and
did it again.
They did it again, really.
They're not going to throw the penalty though.
And it's incomplete, and so the Tigers are going to take over 1st and 10, the ball at their own 49.
The ref that time shook his head no, like, man, don't do that, and still didn't throw the flag.
Well, 6:56, and the Tigers now have it 1st and 10.
And I think John Davis is going to come in at quarterback.
With this kind of lead, you don't want to get. I mean, we've got one more week, and then we're in playoff time. You do not want to get anyone hurt. I mean, DeMarcus is already. I don't think we'll see DeMarcus again tonight, but I hope he's okay. Maybe at halftime we can get some kind of report on him. We need one of those. We need to get one of these
sideline reporters.
Yeah, one of our East Lab guys to be a sideline reporter.
Well, no, we can, but most of the ESPNs and CBSs they have girls sports lines reporters.
Well, we got Talia. There is the give.
That's Preston.
Aaron Preston, he takes it 8 yards, almost 9, and now Nashville leads the Malvern Leopards 33-7. So Nashville's on a pretty big win streak themselves, and they're just in regular season. Those guys won all 15, 14. I think they got a bye, so they won 14 last year, and they're a 9-23 game win streak. Ryan.
Wow. Caswell in it, wing back. Base set.
And there is the give.
That's Lane Dobbs, number 34,
Dobbs,
sophomore.
Yeah, Dobbs going to get down to the 40.
Lane Dalton. I'm sorry, I said Lane Dobbs. He graduated a couple years ago. Lane Dalton.
My fault. I followed your lead on that one. Lane Dalton gets it inside the 40, and it's 1st and 10 for the Tigers. The second teamers are doing a pretty good job here, Ryan.
They are. They're getting a first down. They're moving the ball, not trying to overdo or try to do too much. Just come in and get your experience.
Hobbs brings in the play, and John David Elder comes under center. And now Dalton goes out into now he's going to get back in his position. And here is the give up the middle. There's Aaron Preston again, and Preston's going to get down to the 36.
John David trying to give Dalton some instruction there. I think he just confused him instead. He probably had the right idea originally.
Devin Smith on the tackle. Man, they've got some pretty big guys. He's another 6'4", 200-pound guy, so they've got some decent size over there, Ryan. They just don't have numbers. Look over there.
They really don't.
They just don't have the numbers.
And it's not like in football or in basketball where you have like a travel team and a home team.
There is the wing-back reverse.
Caswell, he's got some room.
Caswell gets inside the 30 down to the 26-yard line.
You know, we're at the 26 right here, and I don't know if you can see it on camera. Maybe they zoom out a little bit, but I'm watching the ref spot the ball, and you see the gold cancer awareness sign. And I love the fact, you know, most people put it on the 25. We put it on the 27, that being Jaron's baseball number. And so just a constant reminder for folks here in Prairie Grove, the young man who fought a battle, and we don't have him here, but he definitely left an impact that we all still talk about.
1st and 10, and now double wing, and here is the give to Caswell again, and he's going to give him 6. 4:43 to go here in the first half, and another touchdown sponsored by PG Telco as Tyler Caswell goes in. Here's the replay, and there he goes. Just great blocking up front. He finds the hole, and he goes north and south into the end zone, giving him 6. And the Tigers up 41-0. Wow. And now Laird has been, you know what?
He may have a record for extra points tonight.
Well, he's going, you know, this straight toe thing's working for him. Here is the extra point. It's on the way. It is good. And with 4:43, another touchdown sponsored by PG Telco, and it's 42-0 Prairie Grove.
Everett Chevrolet, proud sponsors of Prairie Grove High School athletics, and also proud of their huge inventory, both new or used. You'll find what you're looking for at Everett Chevrolet. Are you looking for the most dependable, longest-lasting full-size truck on the road? You're looking for the Chevy Silverado, and they've got them. How about the Chevy Camaro? How about the Chevy Corvette? It's all waiting for you at Everett Chevrolet. Family-owned and customer-friendly. Everett Chevrolet, I-49 at Elm Springs Road. Everett Chevrolet says, go Tigers!
Okay, we're back with you. Shiloh leading Gravett now 30-0. And Prairie Grove gets ready to kick. Fiddler's going to kick from the 40. 42-0 tonight. Prairie Grove has really looked the part tonight, Ryan. I've been impressed that we didn't have any kind of letdown. And it looks like we're going to get a very significant win tonight. This clinches a co-championship. It also extend the longest unbeaten regular season. And here's a high kick, and it's going to go to the 17. And we're going to get him down. I didn't see the number who got it there, but they're going to blow the whistle dead at about the 27-yard line, maybe the 28.
10 of 11 Tigers on that tackle right there. I love seeing that. Joe T. Robinson 20, Ashdown 0. That's what the PA just said. That's an
important game, because if staying the course that we'll stay here, we'll play. I think it's either the 3rd place team from the 2, or we'll play the 4th place team from the 7A. If I was predicting, I would think it might be that 4th place team from the 7A, which would be right now either Mina. And there's a give, and there he goes. He may score.
There's
Fiddler's there to bring him down, but a nice run that time by number 6, Ethan Carey.
You know, Fiddler probably the only starter on the field at that moment, and so.
Well, Burton's out there too.
No, he wasn't. We just ran him back on. Him and Reed are going to come back in.
As is Disney and Stone Bryant. I think Coach wants to kind of keep it this way. Then the mercy rule will it will go into effect in the second half. I think he wants to make sure that happens. Nice play that time by Berryville. Here is the keeper by Britt. Britt hit, drop at the 46-yard line of Prairie Grove, 2-yard pickup.
You know, and even with even with not all starters in there, that just looks a lot different when you have your first string linebackers in and secondary, just as backup. But you can just be so much more aggressive when you've been playing, the flow. And so you get the younger guys in, and they're more of instead of a not read and react, it's like wait and react. So, it's something, though, that they need some time in the game to get used to.
They spotted it at the 45. Here is the keeper again by Britt. This time Dawson West is in there, and Gunther comes in, as does Reed Orr. So no gain on the play. He's going to be 3rd down and 7.
And maybe that's the better keep everybody out on defense, but we've got some guys littered in through there. You see Preston at inside linebacker and Gunther in, and Caswell at outside linebacker. So, giving some of these guys some reps, and then maybe you're able to put in one of your first stringers back for them and get one of the other guys out with some rest and put in a young gun for them. So, maybe not the mass exodus in starters, but maybe just kind of mixing some guys in there on defense.
Well, he actually lost yard, so it's going to be 3rd down and 8 for Berryville. And they fumble the ball, and I think
Gunther got it unless he wrestled it away from him. We got it, I think. No, Berryville's going to have it, but it's going to be 4th down. Man, Gunther had the ball first, but that guy may have wrestled it away from him. Gunther is sophomore. He's not probably as strong in his upper body as he will be next year or the next. So next year, I think he definitely gets that away when it's a wrestling match. He's coming up the field like, I had it in my hands.
Well, it's 4th down and 11, and Disney's back. And Orellana back to punt. This time to receive the punt for Prairie Grove, it's Garrett Heltemus. That was Heltemus last year. It brought a couple back. And they kick it away from Heltemus, and a nice kick. Well, actually, Heltemus tracks it down. And Heltemus breaks a couple tackles. Look at Heltemus. Oh! And Heltemus still on his feet. Yeah, I think people are taking page out of Disney's book, but I think there's going to be a block in the back down there. It looks like I see Zeke back on the field this time. Yep. So the ball's going to go back to the 5-yard line on this one, Ryan. That's a pretty big, well, it's going to end up being at the, let's call it 7-yard line.
Zeke just goes into the huddle and talks to him for a minute and runs off the field. So
well, I thought for a minute they may do it just to make sure we don't get a turnover here. Some of the young guys. And
they're actually, it looks like Gunther's going to be running quarterback this time. Gunther, a sophomore, the 3rd-string quarterback, but the starting quarterback last year for the 9th grade team for part of the season.
Well, with John David, he plays a lot of defense, and again, you got to have those guys in there. No, you got John David.
He is in there still.
Gunther's at tight end. Elder.
That's going to be Hudspeth on the carry, number 42.
Hudspeth's going to get up. Where are they going to spot that one? Around the 14-yard line. So 1:25 to go, 42-0 Prairie Grove. Ryan, when we go at half, let's see if we can talk to somebody on the DeMarcus. I just want to make sure it's nothing serious as we get ready to get to the playoff time.
I was looking to see if he was sitting down still, and he is still sitting down, so that's not what you want to see.
We do have, 3 weeks before our first playoff game because we'll have a bye. There's Hudspeth again, and he's going to get the first down. He's over the 20 to about the 22. Hudspeth, Harrison Hudspeth, he's a sophomore. We got a lot of sophomores out there tonight playing now. And 22-yard line, first down and 1st and 10.
So Moya Hobbs will run in the play.
Well, Ryan, a good first half for Prairie Grove. We've not punted. They did stop us one time on a 4th down. We got the ball back after a turnover. And so this is our 8th possession. We've had 6 touchdowns so far. Here comes a blitz. And good call that time by Berryville from a defensive standpoint. That's going to probably do it for the first half. So after one half of play, Prairie Grove leading 42-0. That means in the second half, the mercy rule will be invoked. That will be a running clock, so we will play literally 24 minutes with a couple of stops.
That is, and before we go to half or even to stats, wanted to make mention tomorrow morning and really tomorrow afternoon, our school resource officer, David Falk, he's putting on a shop with a cop, and that's where the Prairie Grove Police Department will do a couple fundraisers throughout the year, collect some funds, and they will take several students from Prairie Grove school districts that are in need of assistance at Christmas and give them gifts, and they'll take them and buy stuff. So tomorrow at the old high school gym, from about noon to 1, they're going to have a pie auction and a Brett Bielema ball and a Yeti cooler and Saul. I mean, he's got all kinds of cool things, a spray and bed liner, all donated. And then there'll be a bunch of old guys like myself doing a little 3-on-3 tournament. So really neat deal. Come out and support your local shop with the cop and Officer Falk as they try to bless some of our students here at the school.
Well, the cheerleaders are out there, and after they perform, I'll go through the stats very quickly.
Maybe when the music comes on, you could sing for us since you were in the KISS band. Hey, maybe they will do. I better be quiet.
Third quarter.
Okay, I didn't know because he said he's going to have to leave at halftime.
Okay, yeah, we'll interview at third quarter or something. All right. High Palm Squad, and as the cheerleaders go out, I'll quickly go. Passing, Prairie Grove's got 65 yards, and Berryville has 19. Zeke is 4 for 6. Rushing yards, 203 for Prairie Grove, 39 for Berryville. Individual stats, Reed Orr, 6 for 56. Hyler Caswell, 2 for 36. Zeke, 2 for 27. Anthony Johnson, 3 for 20. Dustin Burton, 1 for 17. Weston Smith, 1 for 15. Harrison Hudspeth, 2 for 14. Aaron Preston, 2 for 12. Kyle Sam, 1 for 3. Dane Lawton, 1 for 3. And Garrett Heltemus has a carry. Receiving yards, Justin McNatt, 1 for 33. Clay Filler, 2 for 21. DeMarcus Cooper, 1 for 11. Clave has a touchdown, as does DeMarcus. Reed Orr, Caswell, Zeke Laird, and Disney on the 60-yard punt return. Well, let's take a break, enjoy the cheerleaders, and the rest of halftime.
Marching Contest at Bourne Memorial Stadium in Little Rock, Arkansas at 11:30 on Tuesday. Wish us luck. Drummakers Mark Fox have been facing Nature Man Ready. You can take the field. Ladies and gentlemen, Berryville High School presents Pride, the Big Bad Band from Tigerland. Here's our award-winning 2016 show. Prairie in the Hills.
Everett Chevrolet, proud sponsors of Prairie Grove High School athletics, and also proud of their huge inventory, both new or used. You'll find what you're looking for at Everett Chevrolet. Are you looking for the most dependable, longest-lasting full-size truck on the road? You're looking for the Chevy Silverado, and they've got them. How about the Chevy Camaro? How about the Chevy Corvette? It's all waiting for you at Everett Chevrolet. Family-owned and customer-friendly. Everett Chevrolet, I-49 at Elm Springs Road. Everett Chevrolet says, go Tigers!
David's Roofing and Fencing Incorporated is a locally owned company based in Farmington and has been serving Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley for 19 years. Call David's Roofing and Fencing Incorporated today for a free roof or fence estimate at 479-846-2113. Again, that's 479-846-2113. David's Roofing and Fencing Incorporated is licensed, bonded, and insured. They have an A-plus rating from the Better Business Bureau, and they proudly support all area sports teams.
Who decided you can't have good rates and good coverage? If you're questioning your insurance options, get real answers from a real person with a Farm Bureau Insurance Get Real review. It's simple, quick, and tailored just for you. Get real auto, home, and life insurance. Get Farm Bureau Insurance.
In Washington County, call Trey Autry at 479-442-4266.
Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company of Arkansas Incorporated, Southern Farm Bureau Casualty Insurance Company, Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Jackson, Mississippi.
You're listening to a broadcast of the Prairie Grove Tigers at pgtigersonline.com.
Welcome to Prairie Grove Christian Church, where we're all about loving God, loving others, and serving others. We offer services on Sunday morning at both 9 and 10:30 a.m., as well as Sunday school for all ages. On Wednesday nights, we offer programming for our children as well as our junior high youth, and on Sunday night, offer programming for the senior high student. In addition, we host adult small groups in both men's and women's encounter. Here in the community, we give back through the Great Serve, as well as supporting Life Ministries and the Backpack Program. In the fall, we host upward basketball and cheerleading for kindergarten through 2nd grade. This year, we'll have teams of people traveling to both Haiti and Cambodia. So if you're looking for a church home, please come see us at Prairie Grove Christian Church.
Let's face it, the internet has become part of our day-to-day life. You find your news there, you pay your bills there, you do some shopping there, and on the internet with PG Telco, you got a lot of things on your side. First of all, Zing Broadband, moving at the speed of life. And then there's the 110 years of experience you get with PG Telco and a 24-hour repair service guarantee that you may not find elsewhere. So be it your home or your business, PG Telco has you up to speed with Zing Broadband. Connect fast with us. Call 479-846-7200. 479-846-7200. PG Telco, moving at the speed of life.
Everett Chevrolet, proud sponsors of Prairie Grove High School athletics, and also proud of their huge inventory, both new or used. You'll find what you're looking for at Everett Chevrolet. Are you looking for the most dependable, longest-lasting full-size truck on the road? You're looking for the Chevy Silverado, and they've got them. How about the Chevy Camaro? How about the Chevy Corvette? It's all waiting for you at Everett Chevrolet. Family-owned and customer-friendly. Everett Chevrolet, I-49 at Elm Springs Road. Everett Chevrolet says, go Tigers!
David's Roofing and Fencing Incorporated is a locally owned company based in Farmington and has been serving Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley for 19 years. Call David's Roofing and Fencing Incorporated today for a free roof or fence estimate at 479-846-2113. Again, that's 479-846-2113. David's Roofing and Fencing Incorporated is licensed, bonded, and insured. They have an A-plus rating from the Better Business Bureau, and they proudly support all area sports teams.
Who decided you can't have good rates and good coverage? If you're questioning your insurance options, get real answers from a real person with a Farm Bureau Insurance Get Real review. It's simple, quick, and tailored just for you. Get real auto, home, and life insurance. Get Farm Bureau Insurance.
In Washington County, call Trey Autry at 479-442-4266.
Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company of Arkansas Incorporated, Southern Farm Bureau Casualty Insurance Company, Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Jackson, Mississippi.
We'd like to remind you, as we anticipate the playoffs, the postseason, only AAA passes will be honored for the playoff games. If you have a season pass that comes through the Prairie Grove School District, it will not be honored for the AAA, for the postseason playoff games here. Also remind you, Shop and Shop will be at 8 a.m. They'll have a 3-on-3 basketball tournament. The breakfast is sponsored by Royal Donuts at 8 a.m. for a basketball tournament. Lunch is sponsored by Raising Cane's, Jim's Razorback Pizza.
Okay, we are.
We'll have an auction at 12 from 12 to 1.
Okay, we are back with you as we get ready for the second half. We've got about a minute and 15 seconds before the kickoff of the second half. Tigers up 42-0. That means the mercy rule will be in effect in the second half. And just for those that may not know how that works, that when that happens, a team is up by 35 points or more after the second half kickoff, then a running clock takes place. The times that it will stop will be an official's timeout, a charged team timeout. At the end of a period, a score occurs and an injured player. Other than that, the clock will run. So we've got about 24 more minutes of football, literally. And with a couple of stops, we'll probably be done here in the next half hour or 40 minutes. And Prairie Grove will claim at least a share of another conference title. They got one in 2012, got one in 2013, 2015. This would make 4 out of the last 5 years that Prairie Grove has had the conference title. So been a heck of a run here for Prairie Grove, and tonight will also extend and be the 51st victory over the last 5 years, the most in a 5-year period in Prairie Grove football history. So a big night tonight for Prairie Grove as they will begin to kick off here in the second half, and we're going to have kicking tonight. It will not be our normal kicker. This is going to be number 5, James Mayers. He's a junior, and he's going to kick off tonight in the second half. So again, we want to recognize our broadcast team. We got Nacho Henry, we got Talia Stevens, Dallin Howerton, Ben Lowe, Sean Oakes upstairs, Devin Pruitt made it in for the second half. And we got one of our old timers in here tonight, Ethan Sam, 2015 graduate. He's with us and now at the University of Arkansas. And we'll get ready for the second half kickoff, Ryan, as James Mayers. You know, are you awake? I mentioned to our broadcast audience that tonight will make 4 out of 5 years now that Prairie Grove has had a conference championship.
I love it.
And here is the kick, and it's a good kick by Mayers. And it's received at the 20, and he's got some room. And he goes out of bounds around the 40-yard line. I didn't catch the number there. It was on the far side of the field. During some of the plays, I'm going to have the pleasure here of interviewing one of our players from last year, Cole McClellan. And Cole, you can call this with me. Ryan's going to take a little break. He's going to go over here and eat some of Nacho's nachos. And after this play here, we'll chat with you as it's 1st down and 10 for the Tigers. And Prairie Grove's going to get called there. So, Cole, tell us a little about what you're doing. You graduated last year, and what are you doing right now?
Starting in August, I went to the Fire Academy. Graduated that about 3 weeks ago, and volunteering at Prairie Grove right now, and starting EMT school in January. It's a year-long course, and about that time I'll start applying for big jobs when I get that done, like a Fayetteville and everything. Gotta find me a side job, maybe detailing cars and everything while I do that.
Well, I tell you, that's good. You've got a good goal, and let me just tell the play there. It's on 1st down, they pick up a couple yards. It was a 5-yard penalty against Prairie Grove, so they pick up a couple yards, make it 2nd down and 2. After this play, we'll chat some more. 2nd and 2 for Berryville. Ball at the 46-yard line, their own 46. And now Britt's back to pass. Preston's got, oh, what a play by Britt and a catch. He was in the hands of Aaron Preston, but a catch there by number 21. That is Robert Allen, and he loses a couple yards, but a good play there, wasn't it, Cole?
It was a good play. Getting pressured, found a man, and got a couple yards instead of losing a ton on a sack.
No, with your goal, though, of being an EMT, you're doing some volunteering and you're doing the right things, and good to see you in pursuit of those things that you have goals for and a love for.
Thank you.
3rd down and a 4, and now there is the give and a nice tackle. Wow, just got enough hand on, and let's see. Number 88 for Prairie Grove, that is Colin Bryant. No gain on the play, 4th and 3. So in a game like this last year, you guys had a few of these where you got up, and what is it like for these younger guys? And you had that experience before too. When you're out there, you know you got the game in hand, but you're out there playing. What's going through your head?
Just getting the experience because you're going to be needed. You never know when you're going to be needed. One of these starters could go out, one of these older guys. So it's always good to have your game experience and be ready.
And you're right, and there was good experience there exhibited by Daytona Pinkley. He put the pressure on Britt, and on 4th down and 3, they're not able to convert, so the Tigers are going to take over at the Berryville 45. When you think back, and when you got to play in some of these situations as a sophomore, which let's see, you would have been a sophomore in 2013 season.
With Storley and Bartholomew.
So what's the biggest play you remember as a sophomore being out there? It's one that might come to mind.
One that come to mind would have to be my fumble recovery, probably against Lavaca, my first senior high fumble recovery, blowing them out. But that's probably my most from that, getting the play and getting the experience. And
there's a carry, and there's Heltemus. Heltemus inside the 20, down to the 15. He's going to be brought down by number 4, Justin Bredeson. But great carry there by the sophomore Heltemus.
I'm glad these sophomores are getting out here. There's a bunch of good ones, and a bunch of them will be playing as juniors, and that's what it is. It's always good to have experience. I felt like with the team last year, a bunch of us had experience as sophomores playing, and I feel like it helped. A lot of us played as juniors too, and that helps going over to your senior year. It's like the senior class this year. They've played as sophomores and everything also, and they're having a great season.
They are, and 9-0. They will be at here in another 18 minutes or so up the middle, and there is Lane Dalton inside the 5. You know, if you had any advice for, the seniors and stuff, because you guys had a heck of a run last year, but you had this game, the toughest part of the schedule was kind of in the middle, and then you had these 2 or 3 games where, I'm not taking anything away from these, Berryville and Lincoln, but they're not in the upper echelon of our conference. How did you guys stay focused?
Just don't take it lightly. One of these teams come in here and, if they feel like and you play bad, they can ruin a season really quick, but don't take anything lightly. Keep practice how it is, keep what you're doing because it's working right now. Don't be laid back or anything because even Coach Absher says it. Don't be laid back. And
well, the run that time, that was number 39. That is Rudy Ayala. He gets down to the, let's see, they're going to spot him at the 4-yard line, so he may have gotten a yard. 2nd down and goal from the 4. You're right, you got to keep that focus, especially now. I mean, and now, at least tonight, we're going to have, our reserves in, so the starters, I would like to know, I didn't get a chance to find out how DeMarcus was doing. Did you hear anything on DeMarcus?
I saw him, he was on crutches with knee on his
ice on his knee?
Ice on his knee, and he said on that fumble recovery, Anthony come in there and hit it. So I didn't hear if it was dislocated or
pitch.
anything.
Give him 6. There he goes. Nice pitch from John David Elder to Rudy Ayala, and it is Prairie Grove 48 and Berryville 0. What a nice option play that time. Let's watch it in slow motion here. Good job by Elder. He's got it, and now the end takes him, and he gets that pitch just in time. Ooh, it was close to being a forward pitch, but not, and there is a touchdown by Rudy. And now an extra point on the way from James Mayers, and the kick is on the way, and it is good. With 5:59 to go here in the third quarter, Prairie Grove 49, Berryville 0. We'll be back after this.
Everett Chevrolet, proud sponsor of Prairie Grove Athletics, is also home to the most dependable, longest-lasting full-size truck on the road, the Chevy Silverado. And at Everett, they don't just have one or two. They have over 100 on the lot, every option, every color, so go pick yours out today. And at Everett Chevrolet, they're backed by a super service and parts department, champions in their own right. Everett Chevrolet, family-owned, customer-friendly, I-49 at Elm Springs Road. Everett Chevrolet says, go Tigers!
Okay, we're back with you, and Cole, as we were chatting a little bit off air, you know, it's so important for Prairie Grove to keep their focus going to the playoffs. They're going to get a bye this year. Now, you guys didn't get that last year. You guys had to play that first round. Who was it you played?
Jonesboro West.
Jonesboro, that's right. And then you went through, let's see, was it Ashdown, then Arkadelphia?
Ashdown, Star City,
then Arkadelphia. And then Nashville, and that was a great game. You know, we were up on them at halftime.
Right.
And, boy, they played a heck of a second half, but a great experience for you guys. Here is Ethan Gunther to kick, and it is going to be fielded at the 17-yard line, and he's getting around the corner trying to make some room there. That's number 25, Isaac Brown. Brown's going to get it to about the 38. Who's impressed you so far? As you know, you played with some of these guys this year, but who's impressed you the most in this 2016 football campaign for Prairie Grove?
Well, it's hard, but I think coming around, Zeke Laird, you know, nobody knew, but he's had a heck of a year. I talk to him all the time, but he's come around, and he played for us last year on defense, but when it comes to quarterback, nobody knew, and, man, he's just really showed out, especially the Shiloh game, and he did. It was awesome. There's so many of these guys. Clay Fiddler, you know, Isaac Disney. You knew he could do something, but when Fiddler came around, that's helped a lot too.
You're right. Joe Reynolds in on that tackle, and I'll tell you, Zeke's impressed me. He's got over 1,200 yards, and after tonight, he's probably over 1,300 yards passing on the season. And you know, you're right. We just didn't know at the beginning of the year, but, man, between him and just everybody's played so well, and Isaac's such a playmaker. And you saw him, Blake, another play tonight. 4:42, the clock's running now. We're in the mercy rule. And here is a give up the middle, and several of Tigers in for that tackle. At the bottom of the pile there, looks like Lawson Smith leading some of the tacklers. Also helping out number 54, Daytona Pinkley. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 5. Yeah, then these guys, you know, they've got the experience. Like I said, some of them have been in those games, and so they're about to make a heck of a run. And
yes, they are.
Well, I'd like to make another trip to Little Rock.
Oh, I hope so for these guys. I love these seniors, man. They helped us so much last year, and I'd like to see in these juniors now that were sophomores last year. I'd love to see them go back. From what I've heard, it could be another rematch between us and Nashville.
Yeah, there's a lot of football to be played between now and then, and you know, you hope we can get there. But we got a road to go, and but Prairie Grove, I don't know if you know this, but tonight this will make, and you're part of this because of your team last year, the longest winning streak in the history of Prairie Grove regular season at 18 games as of tonight. This will be the 18th straight. The previous record was an unbeaten streak. They had a couple ties from 2000 to 2002, and tonight, with this victory, they will break that. So here is 4th down, and now quick pitch. They're going to get him in the backfield. Nice job. That's Lane Dalton, and he's going to pull the running back. That's Jake Summers, and Dalton pulls him down, and Prairie Grove's going to take over at the Berryville 40-yard line. Well, Cole, it's been great to have you with us on the air, and best wishes in your as you get ready to start EMT school. Hope that all goes well. Appreciate what you did here at Prairie Grove, and definitely appreciate what you're going to be doing in the future, and wish you all the best And we'll look forward to seeing you again.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks, buddy. Cole McClellan, 2015 graduate, or 2016 graduate of Prairie Grove, last year's 2015 team that made it to the finals, the state runner-up last year, and part of this great Prairie Grove tradition. Ryan, what a fine young man.
Yeah, I almost miss seeing him in the high school. I won't say I miss him, because then he'd come back just as often as he did back then and come and want to talk football. I always knew what was going on with the Hogs or what we were doing this week in practice. He would always come and hang out and, talk sports, which was good. I just wasn't as productive as Mr. Bond probably wanted me to be. So it has helped my productivity level to have him graduate and move on.
Well, Harrison Hudspeth on that carry, he's going to pick up 9 yards down to the Berryville 31-yard line as the clock's running here in the Mercy Rule. We're down to a minute and 45 seconds to go.
And I love the fact that he's serving the community a lot. He came back and did an FCA bonfire for him the other day, just out of the kindness of his own heart. And, going into that firefighting business stuff, I really do like it.
Helthimus is going to get a horrible spot if it's the guy over here on the far side. He actually crossed the 30 on that, I thought, but they're going to spot him. Let's see. They're going to call it third down and very short to go for the Tigers. And Ryan, we've had a chance. Some of the team from last year, you had Dylan Sainer playing at Iowa State now, and Blake Falk last week, and now this week Cole McClellan. So a lot of the team, and that's what helps for tradition. There's up the middle. There's Helthimus. He's going to get the first down, but that helps, build your tradition. You see those guys come around. They want this team to succeed.
That's right.
And that's winning builds winning.
And you had that one guy, he's kind of funny looking, big inside linebacker, came in one game and talked for a little bit. You know who I'm talking about. Funny looking, had shaggy hair. His girlfriend finally made it cut it.
His name escapes me right now. I know who you're talking about.
I'm doing this on purpose.
I know you are. You're making it hard on me.
Great kid. But he did come back too and talk. That was the game I was gone, I think, and he came in and spoke for a while. So.
Dalton on the carry.
I love seeing some of these young guys in here. I'll hear about this. I have a lot of them in class, so I will hear about this all week this week.
That's one of the things Cole and I were talking about was, how much this helped them. As he was a senior, he got a chance to do this as a sophomore. He played with Storley and that bunch, J.D. Speed and that bunch of guys. So it was a great thing for them. And now these guys, a lot of these juniors from this year got to play a lot last year, Ryan, with, as many games as we went in the Mercy Rule.
They did, and I loved seeing a lot like Johnson. Johnson played quite a bit last year in some mop-up duty, and then
and
when
the
we had
state
guys
championship.
hurt. And yeah, exactly, because Blake goes out, he's number 2 in there. So,
and that's why this can be very important time for Dalton and those guys. You never know when people are going down. Well, I didn't mention a while ago when we went into the end zone, another touchdown was sponsored by PG Telco. They sponsored 7 of them tonight, and we're getting ready for this 4th and final quarter. We start the 4th quarter, and Ethan Gunther is the quarterback, and there's the give to Helthimus. He's going to get about 3 yards.
Here, Helthimus on the carry.
$49-0 here as we are in the Mercy Rule. 11 and a half minutes to go in the game. Yeah, we have had, like you said, we've had a lot of the players come back. We've had Dylan and Blake, Dakota Hutchinson with the one we were talking about earlier, and
I knew I could do that too. Pull that out of a hat there real quick.
Cole McClellan. There is the wingback reverse.
Kyler.
Oh.
And several Berryville Bobcats.
Yeah, that time not much going that time is Gregory on the tackle, and was that 40? That was 43 that time, Ryan.
On
offense, wasn't it? I think it was. Maybe Matt Jones. Yeah, he was the wingback. So Matt Jones on that carry. So it's 4th down and 4, 10.5 to go. Prairie Grove will have their longest consecutive winning streak for the regular season at 18.
Gunther with the quick pitch to Helton there, or Hudspeth there.
Hudspeth, he's going to be taken down. No first down as Berryville. You know, it's not that they're not playing subs. They just don't have a lot of bench players. I mean, when they've got 11 guys on the field, they may have another 15 over there on the sideline. That's it.
I think you gave them a couple there, too. I mean, it really is. They do have low numbers. You know, and there's a I'm trying to think population-wise, Berryville. I know that, you know, your Gravitz and Pea Ridges and Prairie Groves, we're all some of the bigger ones. You know,
their population is it's about the size of Prairie Grove. If you go, I think their signs, or if you go in, it's about the same size as Prairie Grove.
Really? You know, we were there last night for the junior high game, and just doesn't seem like it as much. Motion number 25 is going to be a quick pitch to him.
That is Isaac Brown, and Brown's going to be dropped.
88, the other Bryant twin.
Colin Bryant. Nice job of Colin.
We're going to have some hard times with, you know, you got the Bryant twins here. We have a Hudspeth and a Heltemus in the backfield at the same time sometimes, and that 43 and 42 or 20, you know, it's just I feel like I'm talking like that sometimes.
Lost for 2 yards, so Berryville has it 1st and 12 at their 20. Here is a drop back, pass, throws, incomplete.
You know, it's almost like the receiver kind of stopped up that time or held up that time because that was a bullet from the quarterback. That looked good.
He's got a good arm. You know, on that kind of pass, though, he needs a little more touch on it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that would have had to have some stickum on that guy's hands if he would have even been in the right spot. But he kind of looked like he heard footsteps. Maybe he didn't want none of that.
Third down, 12. Here's a back in the pocket. And, Aaron Preston had him, and it's complete, but it's going to be short. The ball's going to go to about the 25. Aaron Preston had him in the grasp again. Britt's pass was completed to Devin Smith, the tight end. So 4th down, 9 for Berryville. Back. Samoya Hobbs is deep for Prairie Grove. He's going to stand at his 46. Clock's running, 7 minutes, 40 seconds to go in this game. And he's going to kick away, and the ball's going to drop at the 50 and going to bounce back in. And hits a Berryville player at about the 45, and that's where Prairie Grove's going to take over. So 7:25, and the clock's running. And Ryan, Prairie Grove's going to take over again, and Gunther's going to be at quarterback. It looks like he's going to have Lane Dalton back there, and Garrett Heltemus. You know, it was Gavin Heltemus. I will call him Gavin during his career, I'm sure.
I know it's difficult, which. You know, I love it. It's kind of like when we were playing Pea Ridge the other day. It was like, man, I remember a Holly a couple years ago. You know, the family lineage. I can remember when I was in school, the samples at Huntsville. There was always a sample quarterback for like 10 straight years.
And now here is Ethan Gunther. He's going to give to Lane Dalton. Dalton, a nice big tackle there. That's number 59, Austin Woods. And Woods has made a couple big tackles tonight. He's the big tackle there, 5'10", 240. And he's going to wrap up Lane Dalton for about a 3-yard loss back to the Prairie Grove 42.
And this is weird, and I'm going to say this, but I'm going to say it anyways. I thought through it, and I'm still going to say it. That time I looked down, I was like, do we have a lineman taking the snap? But it was Gunther. Gunther's probably bigger, faster, stronger than most of the line that's out there right now, and he's taking snaps. So a really athletic guy with some size, even as a sophomore. You know, he's in the depth chart. You know, in the 2 deep on offense and defense for the Prairie Grove. But look, when they get up here, he gets up under center, and he's almost bigger than him. If he is.
They fudged a little bit there. We didn't get that play off in time on the 25-second clock, but looks like the refs want that. The clock was going to run anyway, but I think they're ready to call it a night.
They're maximizing their dollars here. They don't you know, they don't work by the hour. They work by the game. So.
Well, it's 5.5 minutes to go. It's 3rd down and 15 to go for Prairie Grove. So on 3rd and 15, will Tigers run it or take a chance at passing with Gunther?
You know, I think they're going to give to Simrad on the sweep.
Oh, he's hit, and he's going to be dropped for a 5-yard loss.
Not really fair to him. He's a senior getting a carry at running back, which is cool. But we got guys in the backfield already. We're going to have to block a little bit better than that for him.
And it's going to bring up 4th down, and Prairie Grove lost 9 on the few plays they had there, so it's going to be 4th and 19. Tigers going to punt. Down to 4 minutes and 40 seconds to go as the Tigers claim at least a share of the conference title for the 4th time in 5 years. The quarterback, Briggs, back to receive the punt. Who's that punting?
That is Mayers, I think.
Mayer, and they're going to tackle him back. It was a high snap. They're going to get him back at about the 15. And Berryville might get some points on the board here before it's over. This is their deepest penetration, comes on a bad snap there. And
yeah, that's unfortunate because, you know, Mayers actually does have a pretty good kicking leg. We've seen him do some backup kickoff duties and extra point. He got the last one. So I know he's able. We just got guys. We're trying to get everybody in there, and you got 3 guys right in his face when he catches the ball.
3 minutes, 50 seconds to go. You probably got about 6 or 7 plays left. That's all that's left tonight. And quarterback in the game now is Ethan Gregory. Gregory's keeping it. He's hit. He was first hit by Reynolds, and then several of the other Tigers come in to make the tackle. Cameron Cox, one of those guys as well. And I want to recognize again our broadcast crew: Nacho Henry, Ben Lowe, Dallin Howerton, Sean Oakes, Talia Stevens, Miles Eubanks. Heath was here with us earlier, and he's traveling. Devin Pruitt also. Devin's got here a little late night, but he's helped out. Here is a keeper, and the keeper by the quarterback.
That's Gregory.
Gregory's trying to get some points tonight. Got to give him credit. It's going to be 3rd down and short for Berryville. And 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go.
Let's see what we got here with these young guys.
Let's just do the same thing here. Stop them. 3rd down and a long 2 here for, and Prairie Grove getting drawn off sides. That little shift, you know, not a lot of teams do that. You know, back in my old days, there were a lot of teams that did it, so you just expected it, but you don't see it as much now. And 5-yard penalty gives them the 1st down, and they're going to be definitely within striking distance here.
First and goal from the 5.
And there is Gregory. He's going to give. And, boy, Prairie Grove's doing their best. I did see Bryant on that tackle. Also helping out, I believe, was 57 for Prairie Grove. That's Cooper Allen. But Colin Bryant was holding him out of there. They're at the 1-yard line with a minute and a half to go. Can the Tigers keep them out? I'm going to say Berryville gets the points here in the last 90 seconds.
Fumble.
I hope you're right.
Someone picks it up, runs it. That would be entertaining.
Here is the keep, and they're going to push him into the end zone. And touchdown, Bobcats. with 1:16 seconds. So Berryville gets on the board with 1:16. It's 49-6.
And I hate to see the points. I'd love to get the goose egg, but that is completely on our second, third string punt team right there, not blocking and giving John enough time to get a punt off. Berryville looks like they're going to go for 2.
They are going to go for 2, and with 1:16, they're going to try to. They're going to lead Gregory in at quarterback. He's a big kid.
He is.
Gregory steps back. He's going to roll. He's going to try, and he slips and falls. So it's 49-6, 1:16. So Prairie Grove will get a kickoff here, and then run a couple, maybe 1 or 2 plays, and that's going to do it.
Well, again, just another little plug for tomorrow between noon and 1. Come on out to the old Prairie Grove High School gym, and we're doing a benefit fundraiser for Shop with the Cop. Again, it's the police department, and they're raising money to take children to do some Christmas shopping for clothes and toys this holiday season, and this is one of their big fundraisers. They've got stuff donated from the U of A and Lewis Automotive and pies and tools and a Yeti cool. I mean, they got a date night. Don't tell my wife. I might have to bid on that one. I may be in trouble if I don't. And a bunch of old guys running around trying to play basketball still.
Well, Prairie Grove, this is their last regular season home game here against Berryville, and next week we'll travel just about 4 miles down the road to Lincoln to have the season finale, regular season against Lincoln, and then we'll have a bye week and get to go watch some football. I got to decide if I'm going to go watch a 4A game that week or whether I'm going to go watch a.
Well, your buddy, will he be playing that week, Zach?
I think it depends on what they do tonight. I think if they win tonight, they may be. And here is the kick. It's going to be high, and it's going to go out of bounds, and Prairie Grove's going to get it 35. So the clock won't start here until the ref gives a signal, and now here comes Ethan Gunther back out, and I bet we probably get 2 plays, maybe 3, Ryan, and that'll do it for tonight.
Well, you almost don't want them to just take a knee. You could victory formation it and
well, the young guys, let them play. I mean,
let them play. That's kind of where I was at. And 2, make a mistake doing stuff like that, and it's, I don't know, I like seeing them to run.
Yeah, I mean, they don't get it. They get a chance, and they played a lot tonight. And they've, our guys have played quite a bit this year, but these guys, some of the ones playing now have not played as much this year.
That's right.
Especially those on the line, and now. They are going to take a knee, and they'll have to probably, let's see, the refs are going to probably try to stall it. They'll probably.
I almost, with the taking the knee, feel unsafe with it because you do have defensive players running in there, sometimes, and so I'd rather run the play.
Well, they're going to have to run. They're going to have to snap it one more time, and the Prairie Grove Tigers will move to 9-0 on the season. Their 51st victory in the last 5 years. Hey, Prairie Grove, a lot of records set tonight. And we congratulate Coach Absher and his staff on another conference championship.
Well, and all the players that we've had and guys that have come through here. That's just an awesome testament to the program that Coach Absher's built here. I love it.
Well, let's go through the stats real quick tonight. Total offense for Prairie Grove, 323, Berryville 75. 65 of that came from Prairie Grove through the air, 22 for Berryville, 258 yards rushing, 53 for Berryville. Penalties, Prairie Grove 5 for 35. We'd like to see that number a tad lower. Berryville had 4 for 20. Berryville had 3 turnovers tonight. Prairie Grove only punted 1 time. Zeke Laird 4 for 6 for 65 yards, 2 touchdowns. Reed Orr 6 carries, 56 yards. Heltemus 5 for 37. Hyler Caswell 2 for 36, Zeke Laird 2 for 27, Harrison Hudsmith 5 for 22, Anthony Johnson 3 for 20, Dustin Burton 1 for 17, Weston Smith 1 for 15. I'm going to run out of breath here. Lane Dalton 4 for 14, Aaron Preston 2 for 12. 39 tonight was
Rudy Ayala.
Rudy Ayala, he had a touchdown, and he ran it 2 for 4 yards. Kyle Sam 1 for 3. Colton Simrad had a carry, as did Matt Jones. And touchdowns tonight, Reed Orr had 1. Tyler Caswell, Zeke Laird, Ayala, as we talked about. And on the receiving side, Clay Fiddler, DeMarcus Cooper, and then Disney had the punt return. On the receiving, Justin McDatt 1 for 20, 1 for 33, Clay Fiddler 2 for 21, DeMarcus Cooper 1 for 11. Well, that's going to do it. And tonight is something we had 7 extra points made tonight. All of them, we were 7 for 7 on the extra point. Player of the game tonight. Boy, Ryan, I'm going to let you call that one. That's a.
Can I cop out and say the senior class?
I think that's a good. That's
when they
fine.
just set the record for, they're almost 3.5 years of the 5-year stretch here, where we are winning the most games we've ever won in a 5-year stretch. So.
Yeah, I think that's true. Along with that, tying the conference winning streak, have a chance to break that next week, and then as well as setting the longest winning streak in Prairie Grove history for regular season. So we will give it to the entire senior class tonight. Again, we want to thank Alex Nacho Henry, Ben Lowe, Dallin Howerton, Sean Oaks, Talia Stevens, Devin Pruitt, our main man Miles Eubanks, and Heath Whitley. For Ryan Cook, I'm Lynn Gregson. The final score again, the Prairie Grove Tigers 49, Berryville 6. Thank you, have a great night, and go Tigers. Good night, Steve.
You're listening to a broadcast of the Prairie Grove Tigers at pgtigersonline.com.